Hi, this is Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles, coming at you with another game review. And this time we're taking a look at Altered Beast for the SEGA Genesis, and this is from SEGA from 1989. Altered Beast is a beat-em-up arcade game developed and manufactured by SEGA in 1988. Set in ancient Greece, the game follows a centurion who is brought back to life by the god Zeus to rescue his daughter Athena, who has been taken by the demon god called Neph. In order to save his daughter, Zeus transforms the Centurion into Beast with the use of power-ups. The game was ported over to the SEGA Genesis and was released as the original pack-in game with the system at launch in North America in 1989. Altered Beast is a side-scrolling beat-em-up game with light platforming elements. This game is co-op, allowing up to 2 players to play through the game together. Each player controls a resurrected Centurion, fighting undead creatures and monsters through 5 levels to save Athena. The gameplay is super simple but satisfying, smashing your enemies into bits, and is even better if you have a friend to play with. As a Centurion, you're able to punch, kick, and jump your way through each level. During the gameplay, you collect power-ups received after defeating bluish-white oxes throughout the game. Each power-up increases your strength and power, visually shown by your character getting larger muscles. It is actually almost comical to see your muscles get so huge, but your head stays small.
Power up. Power up.
After you collect your third power-up, your Centurion transformed into a beast.
Power up.
Each level of the game has you turn into a different beast, including a werewolf, a thunder were-dragon, a werebear, a were-tiger, and a golden werewolf. Each beast has its own abilities, such as the dragon's flight and lightning and the bear's petrification. After becoming the beast, your character can face the end-level boss, though the boss will also appear regardless of whether or not the character is transformed if the player takes too long to complete the level. And upon the boss's defeat, Neph appears and removes the transformation orbs, requiring you to start powering up from the beginning of each level. I remember renting this game as a kid and it was super hard, and I don't even think I made it through the second level back then. You only had 3 lives and 3 health bars and no continues, and it was only until recently that I found out there is a hidden options menu accessed on the main menu by holding the B button and pressing start. This gives you the option to change the difficulty, add more lives and health bars, and even start on a specific level. If you want to use the level change feature on this menu, once you hit start and it takes you back to the title screen, hold A and then press start to access the selected level. Just pressing start will start you on the first level. Graphics are really good considering that this is a port of an arcade game. The Genesis version overall is watered down compared to the arcade and is missing some animations of the characters, enemy body parts flying towards the screen, and animations on the cutscenes included during the beast transformations. Overall, the visuals were amazing at the time of release, and even though they are dated, the game is an acceptable port of the original arcade. The launch of the 16-bit SEGA Genesis was able to bring a good arcade-style experience to home consoles with games like this and others like Golden Axe. The sound is also good compared to the original arcade. Some sounds are missing on the SEGA version, but overall it does a good job. The music is good throughout the levels and cutscenes, delivering an arcade-like experience at home. Where it really shines is when you transform into a beast and the music changes to an upbeat tempo. Most of the sound effects are here from the arcade as well. There are some character voices, including Zeus and Neph, that sound great.
Rise from your grave.
Welcome to your doom.
The sound effects are decent for a port, but are probably the weakest part in the sound category. Punches and kicks can sound pretty bland and repetitive throughout the gameplay. This is a beat 'em up, and the controls are pretty simple and pretty responsive. A punches, B kicks, and C jumps, and you can crouch to attack with either A or B, and you can also attack while jumping. During the beast modes, your attacks change depending on the exact beast you are, but still function flawlessly. There are some platforming sections throughout the game, and the jumping is not perfect, but it still works okay. Overall, Altered Beast is a solid port at the arcade and really did give Genesis owners an in-home arcade experience in 1989. My final score for this game is a solid 8 out of 10. Gameplay is just as good as the arcade and is extremely fun with 2 players, but this game is extremely hard, especially if you didn't know about the hidden options menu. Most games have an option menu right on the title screen, and for some reason it's hidden here. There was no Google in 1989, so if you didn't figure it out for yourself or read it in a video game magazine, you had no idea. There are probably some people to this day that never even knew it was there. Graphics are good, and while not as good as the arcade, give the player a worthy home experience. Sound is also pretty solid, bringing the feel of the arcade home. The only real falter can be the lackluster attack sounds. Controls are also solid and easy to pick up, other than the somewhat clunky jumping. Altered Beast is a solid arcade port and one of my favorite original launch titles for the Sega Genesis. You should definitely try this classic, especially if you have a buddy to play with. Once again, this has been Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.